Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. All right, now, a few weeks ago on our Zoom call, we learned how to say Warm Springs Road Church of Christ in sign language. Y'all remember that, kids? Now, you remember how to say Church of Christ, right? It's been a minute, but let's try it together. You ready? Everybody, get your hands warmed up. All right. Now, you know when you public speak, you're supposed to warm up your vocal cords, but I guess if you're doing sign language, you got to warm up your hands, all right? You ready? So take your C, take your hand like this, bounce it on top of your hand. That's church, all right? And then Christ is a banner. Banner of Christ, okay? So that's Church of Christ. Now, let's learn our church name, all right? Now we go to what church? Warm Springs Road, Church of Christ. All right, so we got to figure out how to say Warm Springs Road. If you have, say I don't know if your mamas that make you this, but whose mamas make them ramen noodles? Y'all ever had ramen noodles? I had ramen noodles last night. Anyways, all right, ramen noodles. If you have noodles that are too hot, what do you do on them? You blow on them. Just not towards somebody, because Rona. All right, so if you take it, blow. There you go. Blow, that's warm. It's pretty simple, right? Warm. All right, what grows in the springtime? Flowers, right? So take your flower, take your hand like this, and you're going to raise your flower up. That's springs, okay? So, warm, springs, and then there's two ways you can do the next one, and I'm going to leave it up to y'all, okay? If you want to do road, this is road. It's just a straight road. Or, if you want to be fancy with it, you can do a curvy road. Isn't that nice? All right, so let's try it all together. You ready? Warm Springs Road, Church of Christ. Good job. There you go. See, now not only can you tell someone that you're a member of the Church of Christ, you can also tell them where to go, right? And in a world with masks, sign language is pretty important these days, right? Rebecca, never noticed how much I rely on reading people's lips because I can't see anybody's lips these days. All right, let's sing a song. Somebody tell me a song. We're going to sing two songs, one song, and then our last song, and then we're done. All right, Lindy, what you got? Look, I could lip sync that one. All right, you ready? In the beginning God made the seas and the forests filled with trees and the mountains up so high, and at the top he placed the sky. Fingerprints are everywhere just to show how much he cares. In the middle he had some fun. He made a hippo that weighs a ton. Hip 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 hippopotamus, hip hip hooray, God made all of us. Hip 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 hippopotamus, hip hip hooray, God made all of us. You know, I'm kind of embarrassed to do the hand signs most of the time, but it's really funny to watch Brooke do the hand signs every time. Anyways. All right, let's sing our last song. You got one, Trip? What you got? Jesus, all right, we can do that one. And then we'll do our last song. All right, you ready? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. All right, real quick before we sing our last song and then we have our closing prayer. We have our Lads to Leaders trophies and whatnot. And Richard and I are going to try to figure out a COVID-approved way of handing those out. So probably next month sometime we'll do our Lads to Leaders awards. Listen, I got a giant box in the mail this week of all these awards. I didn't know what all y'all were working on all year long. So we got to make sure we hand those out. But we're going to try to work out a way to do that appropriately, okay? All right, let's sing our last song, and then who has closing prayer? Kyle? All right, let's sing. I know the Lord will make a way for me. I know the Lord will make a way for me. If I walk in heaven's light, shun the wrong and do the right, I know the Lord will make a way for me. Won't it be grand to hear him say, well done? Won't it be grand to hear him say, well done? If I walk in heaven's light, shun the wrong and do the right, won't it be grand to hear him say, well done?